Alright, last video जहाँ पे I was talking about how to become famous on Instagram. उसका response काफ़ी अच्छा है, but I don't know if it was because the video was actually good or because मेरा shirt off था. So I don't want to risk it this time, so I'll just take off my shirt. So just give me a moment. Okay, boys. So this one is about how to think creatively for success. So I consider myself a really good thinker. Like no one comes close to me when thinking of solutions to problems and things. And I'm not talking about maths. Maths is memorizations. Maths is ratta. I'm saying thinking, like kuch ho gaya hai or like I need to think. I'll give you examples. Don't worry. So I'll give you an example. Ki what is thinking? Thinking, as I mentioned in the last video, is coming up with a real idea that will go viral. Thinking is coming up with a solution for particular problems in your life. Let's say thinking is when you are given 1 crore by someone, 1 crore rupees, and thinking is you deciding what to do with that 1 crore. That is thinking, like actual real life decisions that actually matter. So this video was a call to action for my reel that I just posted about the cannabis guy. So uska thinking, like I really admired the way he was thinking. So he talked about like a herb that he used for recreational purposes, and then he found out that okay, there are other uses for this, and he went into that segment. That's thinking. Like he was open to the idea of starting a business in something like this. He's progressive. He's thinking a lot. I know he's thinking a lot. He's thinking about what he has to do next. He's thinking about different designs to make. He's thinking about different pricing strategies. Like I know he's doing a good job at the company, and I know he has a bright future ahead of him. Why should you think creatively? So I'll tell you how most people think. Like most people follow instructions. So you're not taught to think in school. You're only given a certain number of tasks that you have to do, and you have to just do them the way that the teacher tells you to. Yeah, that is not thinking. You're not thinking about anything. You are just like blurting out what you have memorized. So a problem hai. That's how most people think. Now, if you want to be a successful business person, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be your own boss, you can't have people telling you what to do. You need to think for yourself. That's why this skill is so important. That's what I'm talking about. So thinking, when you really think about it, when you were a child, before you went to school, you were thinking. Like all kids think. All because thinking is what is thinking? It's curiosity about the world. Kids are naturally curious, and it just gets killed in school. So I'll tell you how you can be curious right now, just right now, is by letting your inner child out. What does that mean? Coming up with solutions that don't even make sense. All right, so I just thought of something. Man, it's really hot outside, like because of global warming. What's the solution to this? Well, you can be an idiot and think about like all the carbon emission and all those things. But you know what I think? I think, bro, just make some money and move north. You'll be cool. Like at least in your lifetime, it won't get hot there. Now that doesn't make sense. Like that's not a solution, right? But it's thought nonetheless. You need to think about like random shit. And bro, I'm telling you, because people are so dumb, because people are not able to think, because people are used to just following instructions, I think thinking is a business of the future. I'm gonna start it. Like once I have enough connections in the marketplace, I'm gonna be like the guy people come to when they have some problem. I'll take like 50,000 rupees just for like one hour of thinking, 1 hour of my time, and of course giving them a solution as well and guiding them through it. So that's a business that I'm gonna definitely do. I know people do this right now. It's a very specific business. Like you need lots of experience, you need lots of trust from other people to know, okay, yeah, this guy, when he thinks, it's next level. First thing, how do you improve thinking? By not being distracted, by not listening to authority figures just because. If someone tells you to do something, don't just do it just because they told you to do it. Think, why is he telling me to do this? Okay, maybe they have this in mind, that in mind. Okay, do I need to do it? Well, if it'll be good if I do it, but I don't need to do it. because you are just so distracted all the time, you are just consuming and you are listening to authority figures. When you watch like whatever you watch, man, I don't know what people are watching these days. Suppose कौन है वो Kanye West. Suppose you're watching like news article about Kanye West, and they're saying like he's a bad guy, whatever. And then you read it and you're like, yeah, he's a bad guy, he's a bad guy, he's a bad guy. That's because you are consuming content. Firstly, you just stop consuming everything on the internet. Everything is garbage, unless you specifically search for something like how to fix my iPhone like settings, like that you can consume online. But everything else you stop consuming, like any kind of self improvement, bro. I'm telling you, you need to stop consuming everything. You need to think. Your brain actually has the capacity to come up with solutions that you don't think you have. And I'll tell you how to do this. Just wait one more minute. How do you improve thinking? By not being distracted and not listening to authority figures blindly. Okay, so how do you actually think? First, you define the problem. So this is, we're going to talk about a particular problem that you have in life or business or whatever, and you define the problem first, and you'll be surprised at like how easily you can come up with solutions when I tell you how to do this. A really common problem that I face almost on a day-to-day basis is coming up with YouTube ideas. So I've decided that after every reel that I post now, I'm gonna post a YouTube video related to that reel that people just saw. So on the last video, it was how to become famous on Instagram. I put in that angle. This one, I liked the guy, I liked his thinking. I want to talk about how to think properly and how to become better at thinking. So that's another angle. So how do I think? I don't have these ideas on the spot. I don't have any ideas. But if I just meditate for 10 minutes, I'll have an idea. That's all it takes me. So how do I do it? Okay. It's not going to take you 10 minutes. Firstly, I've been thinking like for a long time. I know how to come up with solutions on the spot. As I said, I'm going to start a thinking business. So don't mess with me. So define the problem. And whenever you're free or in your free time, just sit, don't do anything, and just sit and think about the problem. Okay, what should I do? What should I do? Okay, maybe that, write it down. Maybe I should do this. Okay, write it down. Journaling is the best way to get ideas. So if you see like some of my like there are still lots of topics that I don't have the solution for, and I can't. These are complex topics. I cannot just get the solution for them in my brain in 10 minutes. I have to write like 200 to 500 words. Journaling, like thinking about what the solution might be, contemplating on different kind of ideas and all. So that's, sorry for the noise outside, man. I hate it, but like I have to go out and I want to get this video out. So sorry for the disturbance outside. I know everyone doesn't have time to journal for 30 minutes, 1 hour, but whenever you're free, like sit down and think about your problems. They won't just come to your life. No one's gonna hand you your solution to your problems. You have to think about. You have to give a conscious effort into the universe, and then you'll get your solution. Trust me. So I'm gonna release an exact video on how I journal for success, how I journal to think. So I think thinking is like some of the most important skill you can learn. So you journal, you get the idea, and maybe you don't get the idea. So what do? Give it 5 days. Journal every day for 5 days on that single problem. Trust me, you'll get the idea. Many times after you don't get a solution for something for very long, sometimes like in your dreams you'll get solutions to that idea. It's pretty cool. So that's a whole nother topic, like power of the subconscious and all that. So but yeah, there's many reasons why this works, and cool. So 5 days you'll have a solution to any of the problem. So why are we doing thinking? Again, you need to be able to come up with ideas on the spot. You won't have time. Like I think most of you are kids watching this, like even me, but in high stakes situations, you won't have the time to think. Are assignment mila hai. Okay, let's say even if you have a personal goal of getting into your dream college, you need to know how to get there, right? And I know you sat down and thought about it. You took weeks and weeks and weeks to discover your college, discover the entrance exams, discover the how you're gonna study. Like you made a plan for it, and that's gonna give you the success. Why don't we do that with everything else? You need to be able to think with ideas on the spot. Your whole day should just be thinking about different solutions of problems in front of you. As a practice, like whatever, like if something annoys you, just think about how you can fix it. Okay, right now on my laptop, there are like, how do I show this? There's like a black line over here. So it's the rubber from the cover of this, and it's kind of like stuck over here. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see it. So that's a problem. How am I gonna fix it? God knows. Give me like 30 seconds to think about it. Okay, I'm gonna take a cloth. I'm gonna put some like soap on it, make it a bit wet, and I'm gonna wipe it off. I know everybody knew the solution to this already, but like just make it more complex as life goes on. Like anything you see, like the sun is too bright, what are you gonna do? Go in the shade. What else? Buy cap. What else? Go under a tree. What else? What if there's no tree? What if you're in a desert and you want to hide from the sun? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna escape? Like, just think about random stuff, bro. If you're free, rather than scrolling on Instagram, this is what I do, man. This is like, just look out of your window and just think about random stuff. I don't know nobody is gonna do this, man. Like, come on. It sounds so dumb, but I need you to do this. It does not have to be logical at all. Again, I gave you this example and start, man, it's really hot where I live. Like, what do I do? Global warming's happening. I don't care if global warming is happening. I'll just move north. It gets hot, I'll move even north. More north, more north, more north. It'll never affect me. I'm gonna do a 1 hour video of a deep topic, and I'm gonna do a screen sharing, and I'm gonna journal about it, and I'm gonna type it out properly, and you'll see my thought process live. So that's a very good idea, journal video live. So that's one thing I'm gonna do. That if for whoever watches it, for the 50 people that watch it, it's gonna change your life. Seriously, I've been journaling for the past 10 days. I know it's not a lot, but my god, the amount of thought clarity you have in every single topic. If something's bothering you, just journal. So we're gonna do that in the next video, pakka. So yeah, I hope you like this one. It's a bit here and there, the video is here and there, but I think I'm formulating some kind of thought. Let me journal about this more, about how to actually think, and I'll make a more concrete video on like steps on how you can think better and like solutions to that as well. So I hope you like the video. Take care. Bye bye.